Hey everybody, it's Coach Kristian, and I'm here today to talk to you about believing in yourself. And we've all heard about it. We've seen it in movies, we've seen it on online quotes, we've talked to our friends about it. We know that if we're trying to make any transition, or we're trying to do anything, or we're trying to make a transformation in our life, or an evolution in our life, or within ourself, the first step is believing that that's possible and that it's going to happen. And the problem is, and why I'm talking about it today, is because we understand things when we believe how important that belief is, but we don't believe in ourselves deeply, and that's not a strong, sturdy belief. And doubt from others or doubt internally quickly, discredits how deeply our beliefs are. And that's why we don't take action oftentimes, because we don't actually believe that with that it's going to be accomplished, whatever our goal or task is, or a desire. So I'll use a couple of examples to illustrate how our beliefs normally work, or how our beliefs normally exist in our life. So I'll use a lottery ticket as an example. If I was to go out and buy a lottery ticket, I believe that it's possible that I can win. Right? I understand it's highly unlikely that if I want right now to go buy a lottery ticket, that's going to be the winning ticket. Now, I believe we all have emotions of maybe this is the one. That type of belief is closer to hope, right? That's not sturdy at all. We don't deeply believe that we just bought the winning lottery ticket, right? No, that's not what we think. If we did, we would do things differently, but we don't believe that deeply. Now, let's say we are going to run a marathon, right? 26 miles, okay? If I took that same fleeting, flimsy belief, that limp belief of hope, and I started to embark on a 26-mile marathon, that I believe it's possible that I can complete this marathon, I am never going to complete that marathon. It's not going to happen. It's grueling. I mean, people that run marathons regularly suffer, and it sucks. It's hard. I don't run marathons, but I've heard accounts of everybody. You get to mile 20 or 21 or whatever the mile is, and you want to die. There's just nothing. There's not enough water on the planet to hydrate you. Your legs are dying. You want to give up, right? And there's nothing in the world you can do to get rid of that. And so if you were to embark on such a grueling journey, like a marathon, for example, with that fleeting, flimsy belief that you can complete it, you're not going to make it, for sure, guaranteed, 100%. You know that. I know that. We can't embark on any journey, and that's why we would not go sign up for a marathon if we didn't completely believe that we were prepared or that we had the capability of doing it, right? So if we apply that same logic or thought process to goals, and let's say I want to lose weight, or let's say I'm trying to launch a life coaching motivational speaking career, right? And I say from a motivational speaking standpoint that I want to be known amongst Tony Robbins, Eckhart Tolle, Zig Ziglar. I want to be known amongst the greats. I want to be a huge motivational speaker. I want to make a huge impact on the world from a motivational speaking standpoint. I can't embark on that journey with a fleeting belief. I can't take one step with a fleeting, flimsy, limp belief. I'm not going to get there, because first, before anybody else doubts me or anybody else offers me their negativity and rationale and realism on why that's so hard, and it's the chances are slim, and you know how many people have tried that, before anybody else offers that to me and anybody else tries to trip me, internally we trip ourselves, right? If you think about whatever goal or task you're trying to accomplish, whatever dream or desire you have, the first person that tells us no, the first person that unplugs that dream and makes everything go dim is ourself. We start to defeat our dream or our possibility before we even embark on the journey, and that's because we don't believe it deeply. And you have to believe it deeply. You have to feel it. You have to believe it so much that you go take an action. If you don't take an action towards what you believe or what you want, then we're not going to have it. We know that. We know we can't accomplish a goal without taking an action. Well, we won't take an action if we don't believe in ourselves, because it's like gambling. if I don't believe that that team's going to win, I'm not going to bet on them. Well, you have to believe that you, as a team, can win the game that you're trying to overcome, or whatever your championship is. You have to believe in your possibility that it's not going to be easy. Will you fail sometimes? Absolutely. Is it going to suck? Is it going to feel uncomfortable? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that you can't get there. You have to believe that you have what it takes, because you do. The people that have done it before you, they're not aliens, they're not Martians, they're not special people. Nobody is any different. Nobody is given a golden ticket in life. There's just the people that believe radically in whatever their journey or task or goal is, and they go after it ferociously at any cost, and they will overcome any opposition. And yes, they will get knocked down. You're going to get in the ring with somebody humongous. They're going to beat you and knock you down. You're going to have to get back up, retrain, go at it again until you defeat that opponent. That's what it takes to overcome. And you have to have a belief in yourself before you take the first step on that marathon, right? And so I challenge you to take whatever goal or desire that you have, and the easiest test, like I mentioned before, is take a direct action towards that goal. I don't care what it is. For me, launching my business, my first step after I had done all the preparation, and I had fear and I had doubt and I had all these things, my first step, I had to just pick up the phone and start calling people. I picked up the phone and started calling people to let them know what I'm doing and the change that I made, and asking people if they wanted to book sessions with me. It was crazy uncomfortable. And it's still, I mean, cold calling, I've done sales for a long time, so cold calling, it's uncomfortable all the time, but calling somebody with belief is when you challenge your fears, and you say, I don't believe in you, fears, I don't believe in you, doubt, I believe in my faith and my ability and the gift that I was given in my example, and I want to share that. And I choose to believe in that deeply, radically, irrationally. I believe in that. And so you have to believe in yourself and not don't give power to your fears and your doubts. They're going to be there every time. Every time you daydream, those doubts and that negative self-talk, it's going to be there. But you don't have to give it power, and you don't have to take action or not take action based on those fears and those doubts. So this video, like I mentioned, was about belief, and so I want you to go back and think about what deep belief looks like in your situation. What would you do in a betting example, and gambling example? What would you do if you believe that you could win the championship? Would you bet on yourself? And what do you need to do to get to the place to where you would bet on yourself? When you do that, when you believe that, then you're ready to take action.